A small portable game with great production value, fun theme, and a lot of table presence for its size. Hey everyone, this is Thecos. Today I will bring you my review of Barbecubes by Alley Cat Games. This is another dexterity game in the line of dexterity games, if you can call it like that. You may know Tinder Blocks, also a very good game that they published. First of all, a huge thanks to Alley Cat Games for providing me with this review copy. So this is a game ages 8 and up, 3 to 15 minutes. Yeah, it's a very, very short and easy game, and for 2 to 6 players. How we structure today's video, I will just show you how this game plays, and after that I will just give you my review. Pretty simple and to the point. Before we get started, grab yourself a cup of tea and let's go. Alright, there we go. Alright, so how does this game play? Actually very simple. Let me just show you how first it is set up. So it's like this really cool little tin here. One thing to keep in mind is it's not quite loose, but if you actually throw this in a bag, I would maybe put a rubber band around it, right? It's not like totally tight. But apart from that, it's really this really cool tin. Take out these rules, and then let's just take out the cards here. And then what the best thing to do here is just to take out these two grills, I think you call them. Might be a little bit loud. And then you just dump all of the ingredients in the top of the tin, just like that, right? Just put that aside like this. And then we take the tin here, and that's like a pretty cool thing, because then we can just take the grill here and we just put it here like this. So it's actually like on the tin, right? So, and this we don't need for now. All right, then each player takes a pair of these tweezers, and then we just shuffle up these cards. Then we just give them a quick overhand shuffle, and then we just put it right here. All right, that is already the setup of the game. So you see it's like really easy and quick to set up. The first player starts. What we do is we turn over a card, and then we have to place on the grill whatever it says here. So there are like several things you can see on this card here. First of all, the first thing is like this hand here. If there is a hand like this means you have to do it with your non-dominant hand. In my case, that is my left hand. Then you see the piece of food and you take. That is a piece of meat. So you just take that with your tweezers, like that. That was a great start. These are these cool pixel thingies here. And then you see like how many grills it has to touch, right? They can either be 2 or 1. So it's just 1 for now. So, this is actually a pretty tough piece to start with, but I have it. And then you just put it here on the grill, just like that, right? So that's it. Now it will be the other player's turn. Now it will be the right player's turn here. Same thing. You see now the other player can do it with their dominant hand, right? Because there's no hand symbol, and also another piece of meat. So we'll just take a piece of meat. And now we have to touch 2 grills with that. So we will just grip it as tight as we can and put it right here like that. And then it's the next player again, and same thing. Now a piece of bacon touching 2 grills with the non-dominant hand again. Come on. But the bacon I think is easier to grab. Yeah, it is. And then you can also like put it on the outside here like this, for example, right? That would also work. And you just continue doing that, right? You just continue doing that until there are just more and more pieces here on the grill, and you can just place them pretty much everywhere. Anywhere. You just have to keep in mind to play with your dominant or non-dominant hand, depending on what the card says, and to like touch 1 or 2 grills, right? If at any point during the game you drop one to the side outside of the grill, that's not an issue. You just pick it up quickly again and put it on the grill, like wherever you have to place it. But if you want to place it and it falls down, then you failed, and it means you take the card that you're just trying to complete, take it like in front of you, right? This is like a negative card. As soon as you have like the second card, you are out. Then you lose the game, right? So you're out, and then all players continue playing. So this is like player elimination, right? And the last player that is left wins this game. That is already it. It is really simple, I think. Are there any other rules? I don't think so. I think that's pretty much it. Really, really simple. So that was my short explanation of how Barbecubes by Alley Cat Games works. But what do I think of the game? Well, let me tell you. Barbecubes feels like the spiritual successor to Tinder Blocks. which I already enjoyed quite a bit and still do. It doesn't replace it, but it fits right alongside it as another fun and clever dexterity game in Alley Cat's tin series. Also, I absolutely love the theme of building a barbecue and placing food items on the grill. The components are excellent. The tin has exactly the right size, making it a great travel game. And the wooden pieces feel great in hand, and the pixel art food is just fantastic. I really like this retro look. It's simple, colorful, and adds a lot of charm. One of the coolest little details is that there is actually a veggie version of this game. On one hand, that's hilarious, but on the other, it's also a thoughtful touch for players who prefer a vegetarian-friendly theme. I think that's brilliant. In terms of gameplay, Barbecues might not reinvent the wheel, but it works really well. The barbecue area fills up quickly, making placement trickier with every turn, and it gets funnier and harder the longer the game goes on. Like in Tinder Blocks, you'll be playing with your non-dominant hand, and the tweezers are back too, which I think is a fantastic touch. I just like that they took some of the rules from the original Tinder Blocks. My favorite part though might actually be the setup. The way you assemble the grill and place all the components into the tin is just so clever. The tin, the packaging, is actually part of the components. This is amazing. The entire setup here is really satisfying, quick, and fits perfectly into the compact design. I really love that. All in all, Barbecubes is another hit in Alley Cat Games' tin size series. A small portable game with great production value, fun theme, and a lot of table presence for its size. If you enjoy Tinder Blocks or just like quick dexterity games with a unique look and feel, I can definitely recommend checking this out. Well, this concludes my explanation on the review of Barbecubes. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, a special shout out to my amazing patrons. The big thanks go to Thecos for supporting me at the highest tier. I truly appreciate that. You can support me by watching, liking, and commenting on my videos, subscribing to my channel, supporting me on Patreon, and joining my Discord server to hang out with me and my wonderful community. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the very next video or my Discord server. Take care, everyone. Stay safe, and cheers.